What is up, guys? So, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Noah Harmon, and today I'm going to be talking about why people have a sour view on Christians and just kind of a little bit about who this Jesus guy is, because a lot of people, they don't have a good understanding of who he actually is, and we have these preconceived thoughts about who he is. So, I just kind of want to give you guys a little rundown on that. So, basically, a lot of people, for the majority, have a sour view on Christians just because people profess with their mouths, but their hearts are far from it. So in Matthew 15, verses 8 through 9, these people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. So again, I talked about this in my other previous videos, that people say with their mouths that they're Christian. They say they go to church, they read their Bible all the time, but the truth is, they know of God, but they don't know God. They don't have that relationship, and their hearts are far from them. They're going out, they're still partying, they're still drinking, they're still living in sin. There's a difference between falling into sin and living in sin. And, believing in Jesus and having that relationship sets you free from living in sin. So, also, people just believe that Christians are like these weird people, and it's like Christianity is like this culty type belief. And like for a while, that's what I believed before coming to Christianity. I just believed that, these Christians were these weird people that had these like, weird views and these culty type meetings and everything. And really, in the grand scheme of things, that's just the way religion is portrayed to most people. So that's why I always preach to follow Jesus Christ and not religion, because religion has different things and like twists things and twists the gospel, and it can seem like a culty thing, like religion. So I personally don't believe in religion. I believe in following Jesus Christ. So basically, a lot of people believe that, Jesus puts these rules on us, and he's this guy that puts these strict rules on us that we have to follow. Otherwise, we're not loved by God, or we're not going to get into heaven, which is not true, because we preach it is not you're not saved by your works, you're saved by grace. And John 14:15, as I talked about in my last video that I just posted, if you love me, you keep my commandments. So this is just saying that that Jesus is calling out for obedience out of love for you and for me. And it's not for rule following. He's saying, if you love me, you will do these things. He's not forcing these things upon you. That's what a lot of people believe, is that, Jesus is forcing you to do these things. And it's not. It's because, if you love Jesus and you're following him, you will just naturally do these things. And a verse that talks about how like Christians are like strange, or religion is strange, is 1 Peter 4, verse 4. They're surprised that you not join them in their reckless, wild living, and they heap abuse on you. So basically, this world has normalized sin so much, and it's just such a natural thing that people that are living through God, it's like, you guys are weird. They're portrayed as weird because they're defying, what the reality of the current world is, which is just living in sin and having nothing to do with God or Jesus. And it's just, that's why people view it as strange. And again, like before I came to Christ, like I thought the same thing. I'm like, these Christian people, man, they're always so happy. There's something off about them. There's something weird. But in reality, they had something that I didn't, and it's a relationship with God. And it truly goes to show. And another thing that I want to talk about is that God gives you these commands and commandments and spiritual disciplines as protection, not something that you have to feel burdened by. So saying no sex before marriage, that's because, God created man and woman to be together and to, once you're married, have sex and have a child. And it's meant to be that way for a reason, because, if you're having premarital sex, you are jeopardizing you and that other person's heart by, having that intimate relationship that's supposed to be saved for marriage, when two are joined together for, eternity. And, we take that for granted, and we take it as such a light thing. And I'm guilty of that in my past as well. Just, and also just something else that I want to talk about is just sharing your faith a priority and sharing the gospel. So Mark 16:15, he said to them, go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation. So, us believers are commanded to share the good news with everybody and everybody. And, like, it's a scary thing to do, to go out and share your faith. But I encourage you guys to, pray for boldness. Get boldness to be able to go out there and preach. And that's something that, I'm starting to work on myself, because, as Christians, we're called to not only just believe in God, but to share our faith with others and share the gospel with people. And, again, I just want to reiterate on following Christ and not religion. Religion will twist things. It will make it seem culty, and it's just, it claims that, you make it into heaven through work, which is not true. It's by grace, the gift of God, something that we do not deserve, but we are given. And, yeah, thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys have a blessed day, and I will talk to you guys later.